Welcome, everyone. My name is Nathan Jarosz with the Summit County Progressive Democrats, concluding our series on the Akron mayor candidate interviews. Today, I am joined by Josh Schaffer. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me, Nathan.
So, my very first question is, why are you running for mayor?
Well, it's a very loaded. Of course, I have lots of reasons. Um, a couple years ago, I decided that mayor and members of council were inaccessible. I've been trying over the mayor's tenure to get a meeting with him to share with him some of my ideas. And I've, made a couple requests a year over the last many years and haven't gotten one response. And it occurred to me that we need somebody who represents the people to be more accessible to the people. And so I've started a campaign on open access and accessibility. I'm going to have open office hours when I'm in office for individuals to come one-on-one and speak with me. And I'm actually going to work hourly jobs like taking the trash and mowing the lawn at the parks. So I want to be an actual community servant as mayor while helping my community. And then there's also things that I saw a lot of injustice. The crime is increasing, the evictions are higher than ever, and we have a lot of environmental injustice going on right now. Destruction of wetlands in order to build luxury housing. People still have lead pipes, and of course, the low income neighborhoods are the ones that still have the lead pipes. So there's a lot to be done, and I think that that's where I can fill in.
Wonderful. And now, why do you feel you are qualified to be mayor of Akron?
So I have qualifications based on both my education and my private sector experience. I was with the same company called Business Research Services since 2006 until the pandemic. And at that time, they closed and the owner retired. But that kind of longevity meant that I was up in management, I was making HR decisions. Also, I have a degree in political science and criminal justice from the University of Akron, a minor in psychology, a minor in criminal justice technology, and a certificate of applied politics. So I think that my bold ideas, in addition to my education, in addition to my private sector background, make me an excellent candidate.
And thank you for sharing that. And now,
Yeah.
since we are Summit County Progressive Democrats, the one question I have here is, do you identify as a progressive, and what does it mean to be a progressive?
Well, this is my favorite question because I think that I'm the most progressive candidate. And I think that being progressive means taking a look at facts and, seeing where they lead. A lot of times today, people, especially on the right, are motivated by fear and misinformation. And, I believe that progressives are based on facts when it comes to climate change, when it comes to spurring the economy, not by helping the rich, but by helping the poor and the middle class. These kinds of things that are based on facts. In addition, I'm thinking of drug abuse. We know for a fact that drug abuse is a mental health issue. It's called substance abuse disorder. So why are we still locking people up, our friends and our family and our neighbors? We're still putting them in jail and then saying there's not enough room in jail. The police are too busy prosecuting marijuana to be able to, be on the streets getting the hard criminals. These are things that really personally touch me, and I think that's why I'm going to make it excellent.
Yeah, thank you for sharing some of those topics about what it means to be a progressive.
Yeah.
And now you've already touched up on a few of these, but I wanted to just do a direct question on with your campaigning and your involvement in the community, with talking with voters and constituents. What are some of the most common issues or priorities that you have heard with your conversations? And do you have any solutions on addressing those problems?
Yeah, I know that honestly, I think I've heard all the other candidates say the same thing. The one thing I'm hearing that's the most important to people is crime and the environment. And I think that my progressive ideas are perfect for both of those, actually. We're going to reduce crime by shifting resources from the police department to mental health and addiction services, right? We need to defund the war on drugs and instead refund mental health and addiction services. That means that those people will be healthier, they'll be better off, they'll be able to contribute to our society by getting jobs, by staying drug free, and by contributing to the tax base. So helping people with mental illness is really what we need to be doing, not locking people up.
Another question that a specific issue related. The first one is
Sure.
with the passing of issue 10, right? We saw the Citizens Police Oversight Board become part of our laws. What is your opinion of the Citizens Police Oversight Board, and what other measures do you have as an idea for better police accountability in Akron?
Well, there's a couple things here at issue. First of all, I want everyone to know that I was at the forefront of this issue. I started running way back when I thought I was going to be running against Dan Horrigan. Over a year and a half ago, I was talking at a city council meeting about police reform and about having a citizen review commission like many other cities have. I think that issue 10 is a step in the right direction, but my administration would like to see something further. Issue 10 is just an advisory committee. They don't have any authority to terminate officers. Issue 10, as we saw, unfortunately, I was up past midnight at the most recent city council meeting because they need a super majority. I believe the people should be elected. So those are a couple issues that I think can improve issue 10. Another issue that would improve is the way, look, the way that we address crime is, we talked about this, more funding for mental health. We need the police to be able to handle tough crime. And so those are some of my ideas and why I think I'd be a great mayor.
Well, thank you. Another issue question. Back in December of 2022, we saw City
Mhm.
Council pass the White Pond Project. What are your
Yeah.
thoughts on that decision by City Council?
Well, I recently published an op-ed in the Akron Beacon Journal. I'll share a little bit of what I said there. I believe that it's trickle-down economics. What they're suggesting here, including Marco Somerville, my opponent for mayor, he believes that people should get tax-free for 10 years and not have to pay any taxes on the backs of the $7 million loss that the middle class and low income taxpayers took on that property. So he wants us to subsidize tax-free living for the rich at the destruction of the environment. That's not acceptable. And I'm very much against White Pond. I will do everything in my power to stop it or to limit it. And I'm actually for reforestation. I'd like to see areas like that reforested with fruit trees, where people can get healthy food, things like that. So community gardens, those are the kinds of things I'd like to see at abandoned properties, including solar and wind energy, which is going to be part of my overall platform for green jobs.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for sharing your stance on that
All right.
issue. Now, how can people get in touch with your campaign? Is there a place where they can go to learn more information about you, to volunteer, or even contribute?
Yeah. So I have a website, joshgets.us, like Josh Gets Us, but with a dot. You can donate at donate.joshgets.us. Apparently, I need so many followers on my Facebook page, Josh Schaffer for mayor, as one of the qualifications to get into the last debate. They have these 8 weird qualifications, and if you can't raise money, you gotta do the other ones, I guess. So all those ways are great ways to get in touch with me. My phone number and my email are on my website, and I'm happy to take calls from constituents who have questions about my campaign.
Well, again, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me today.
Yeah, thanks so much, Nathan.
Oh, you're welcome. So, again, everyone, Josh Schaffer, candidate for Akron Mayor. Thank you for watching.